Так, вроде за это захватилась. Ага. Так, и вспоминаем, чем мы занимались. Так, что мы знаем о Джогулда?
You coming?
Hold your horses, will you? I'm coming.
Да вроде там показывает среди зрителей еще Мимакса и Рустама. Но они, наверное, просто в фоне у них открыта вкладочка, и они... И они не следят за тем, что происходит. Так, да, точно, мы же видели здесь портрет этой герцогини, или как ее?
There, it's her. I knew it. Now look at that and tell me this isn't a coincidence. Stupid old hag. We'll find you. Just see if we don't.
Ну, вроде отправили призрака в лучший мир. Но тут появилась вот эта вот мадам.
I'd better not touch it. Josie would get mad. Definitely looks like the woman from the other night, but she looks sad. I'd better not touch it. Definitely looks like the woman from... I'd better not... Hi, Josie, can I talk to you for a bit more?
I'm kinda swamped.
I'd like to know more about that painting there.
Oh, the Dark Lady. It's different than his other paintings. I'm worried the investors won't like it, but Claude insists. What do you want to know?
What can you tell me about the Dark Lady?
Well, it's different, isn't it? Claude's work is mostly abstract, but this is actually of a specific subject.
Did Claude ever say why?
No, but she's definitely striking.
She strikes all right. I still got the scars.
Claude gets weird when I ask who she is or why he put her in front of the Roosevelt Island Lighthouse. I figure it's just one of those eccentric artist things.
The Roosevelt Island Lighthouse, huh? It's been a while since I've been over there.
Отлично.
You mentioned something about investors.
Oh yes, the Meltzer Foundation. They paid for everything, the renovation, the lights, everything. I've got to pay them back eventually, of course, but still.
Where can I...
Knowing him, he's probably preparing for tonight.
Preparing?
You know, glug glug.
He's hitting the sauce.
Ah. Thanks, Josie. I'd better get going.
Sure as Angela.
I don't think Josie would like that. It looks impressionistic, whatever it is.
Так, ну что, пойдемте на маяк сходим. Туда нас пустят уже или нет?
Here we are. I don't see any ghosts. You sense anything?
Nope, seems clean to me.
Really? You sure?
I said there's nothing here. Well, no ghosts anyway.
I read a book about this place years ago. Nobody uses this lighthouse anymore. It's just a historic monument. I read a book about this. Nobody... Nobody... Hey, Joe...
Can I help you?
That's all for...
Sure. It's a lighthouse. Don't know who it's for. It's not like any ships come through here. It's a light. Don't know.
Так, на маяк ты идти пока не хочешь. Окей. Пойдемте тогда посмотрим, что мы можем найти в интернете. Так, маяк искать он не хочет. Meltzer Foundation. Ага. Офисное здание.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's blow.
Кстати, Твист, ты вчера на Зиговом стриме был? До конца досидел. Просто вопрос, что-то он анонс не вывешивал, будет он сегодня
Yes.
Hi. Is this the
что-нибудь
Meltzer
показывать или
Foundation?
нет?
Yes.
Oh, good. I was hoping to ask you a few questions.
Paul, this one's for you.
Hmm? Oh, sure thing. Come on over and step into my office. So, I'm Paul Meltzer, and my silent partner over there is my brother, Charlie.
Rosangela Blackwell.
A pleasure. So, what can we do for you?
I was hoping to talk to you about what you do here.
Really? Well, well, well. We're moving up in the world, Charlie.
Uh-huh.
So, Rosangela, you with a newspaper?
I'm sort of freelance.
Struggling, eh? Well, that's what the Meltzer Foundation is all about. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Uh-huh.
Well, ask away.
I was wondering what you do here.
You know, I wonder that myself. Hey, Charlie, what do we do here?
We give away money, Paul.
That's right. We're into private investments. We grant risk-free capital to struggling businesses.
You really just give away money?
No, not exactly.
It's about giving money
Наверно.
away wisely.
You heard the man. If you want the lowdown on what we do, just ask.
Josie Park told me that you invested in her gallery.
You know Josie. How's she doing?
She's fine, I guess.
We're both rooting for her, right, Charlie?
Привет, привет, Тестик. Надо для тест-мода отдельную фразу прописать в ботике.
Are you familiar with Monique Stallman or CubeStar Films?
Why do you ask?
No reason. Have you ever been to a bar called the Minetta?
No, sorry.
Have you ever heard of Joe Gould or the Joe Gould Fund?
No, sorry.
Tell me more about the foundation.
Let's say you have a brilliant idea for a business, but you've made some mistakes in the past. You've got bad credit or were in debt for a long time. No reputable
Вот да,
bank
вот
in the
такой.
country would give you a loan.
Ага,
If they did,
Твист.
they'd charge you a fortune in interest, but not us. We believe in a second chance. We'll loan you the money to kickstart your business in return for a share of the profits. If your business takes off, wonderful, we both win. If not, we're the one who pays for it.
Do
Вряд
you
ли
know
об этом
anything about Frank
захочет
Lyons, the
говорить. Нет?
actor?
Of course. Can you believe it? A heart attack at his age. He looked healthy. Of course, who knows what kind of drugs those actors take?
Так, ну вроде все порасспросили.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing. Here, take my card. If you have any questions, just email.
Oh, so you're on B-mail too.
Isn't everybody? God, did you see that chick walk? She waddles like a duck.
Hmm?
Our reporter friend. She's kinda your type.
What do you mean?
Yeesh, Charlie, come up for air. She walked right past your desk.
I didn't see any duck.
Never mind.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna snoop around.
Hey, when are we going to get a real company email address?
What's wrong with the one we've got?
Oh, come on. B-mail? Who is going to take us seriously when we only got a B-mail account?
It does the job.
At least we have a real internet connection, although I don't trust this wireless crap.
I've got no idea what this thing is.
Hey, my internet just went down. Stupid wireless.
It should come up again in a minute.
Does it want a hug?
Finally, the internet's back up. Hey, Charlie, what's that B-mail password again?
Don't you remember anything? It's tennis 53. Just write it down.
No way. Someone might find it. Charlie, is this wireless internet?
Of course it's safe.
I just read online that they can give you cancer.
It won't give you cancer, Paul.
Then maybe you should sit next to it.
Give it a rest, Paul.
These things are way beyond me.
I can't stand this B-mail account.
What's the problem now?
I'm getting all sorts of spam. I got 3 from this Tomo person. Who the heck is Tomo?
Just delete them, Paul.
Doesn't it bother you that anybody with B-mail software can log into our email?
Only if they have your password, Paul. Just don't tell anybody, and you'll be fine.
Так, ну я чувствую, больше я от них ничего интересного не узнаю, так что можем двигаться дальше. Так, поспешил.
Come in. Oh, hello.
Давай колись.
Cute cat.
Thanks. Just
I'd like to know the truth about Frank's death.
what do you mean? I told you everything I know.
Not everything. He didn't have a heart attack, did he?
Oh, I love seeing sweat on a pretty girl's brow.
Look, I gave my statement. I don't see why I should tell you anything.
Monique, I'm a writer. We like to exaggerate the truth sometimes.
Yes, what are you getting at?
Let's say I wanted to embellish Frank's story. That instead of dying of a heart attack, he may be choked to death under mysterious circumstances.
Rosangela, Frank died of a heart attack. He didn't choke to death.
Are you sure?
Positive. If he mysteriously choked to death, and the press got wind of it, the scandal would ruin this company. It's much easier to tell the press that he died of a heart attack. He had no close family, he had no close friends to speak of. Nobody loses. I trust we understand each other, and I won't have to call my lawyer.
Leave it, kid. We don't want a legal battle.
No. I have all the information I need. What do you know about the Meltzer Foundation?
Why, are you looking for a loan?
Maybe. You deal with them?
They invested in our last film.
Water Under the Bridge?
That's the one.
I assume they got their money back since the film was such a success.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, they did.
Thanks for the chat, Monique.
Sure.
Так, ну что ж, давайте посмотрим. Да что ж такое?
Paul has a B-mail address just like me.
Давайте посмотрим твою почту, товарищ. Кайф. Полезная информация.
Come on, let's get going.
All right, I'm coming.
О, а вот и наш художник.
Claude,
Rosangela Blackwell, the writer. Come on over. Have a drink.
you remember me.
Who could forget someone who could down 3 glasses of claret in half an hour?
I really like that painting of yours, The Dark Lady.
My paintings aren't meant to be liked. They are meant to be understood. But nobody does. I feel like Joe Gould sometimes.
I'd really like to know more about The Dark Lady.
I have a rule. I don't talk about my work unless I'm drunk enough.
How drunk is that?
I'm not sure, but I'm working on it.
Привет,
Bit early
песели.
to be drinking.
Says the woman who had to be carried home the other night by an old Indian lady. My opening is tonight, and I intend to be well and truly plastered. It's the only way I'll be able to bear it.
I'd like to talk to you about your work.
I'd love to, but I'm not drunk enough.
Bye, Claude.
Yeah.
Hi there. Got time?
Sure.
Can you tell me anything about the Meltzer Foundation?
No, sorry.
Hi, Claude.
Hey,
What do you think of the Park Gallery?
it's all right, I guess. I don't know what Josie sees in my stuff. She doesn't understand it at all.
She likes it enough to risk her money on it.
Liking it isn't the same as understanding it. Still, Josie's been good to me. How could I say no?
Do you know Monique Stallman?
She was at the gallery, dear.
Uh-huh.
She told me my work was awful. I liked her.
She insulted your work, but you liked her.
Sure, she was honest. She didn't pretend to be awed by it like all the other phonies do.
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
He died a few months ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ну,
Never saw his work. Don't go to the movies much.
You come here often?
Enough. It's old-fashioned, you know.
You know about Joe Gould.
Sure I do. He was one of the city's last geniuses. Or maybe he was just nuts. I don't know. Maybe I'm just nuts too. Either way, he's famous now. Thanks to Joseph Mitchell.
Did he just say Joseph Mitchell?
интересно.
Could you tell me more about Joseph Mitchell?
Another of the city's great geniuses. Gone. He could talk to you for 5 minutes and then write a biography that made you seem like the most fascinating person alive.
They wouldn't be alive for long.
But then he stopped writing. Nobody knows why, at least not for sure. He published a book about Joe Gould, and then poof, no more writing. He went to his office at the
Давай.
New Yorker every week for 30 years, but never wrote a single word.
Can you tell me anything about the Meltzer Foundation?
Those are the guys who are funding Josie's gallery?
Yeah.
You'd have to talk to Josie about them. I just throw colors at a canvas.
I'd really like...
I have a rule.
How drunk is...
I'm not sure.
Bye, Claude.
Ну
Yeah.
окей.
Oh man, look at the time. I guess I gotta go face the art public. See you at the gallery later. Or not.
Ну, я думаю, теперь ты будешь достаточно пьян, а?
I doubt the bart... Claude?
Hey, you came.
You're drunk.
Very much so.
We need to talk about the Countess.
Who?
The Dark Lady?
I don't talk about her.
So you do know her.
Don't try to understand my work. I haven't met a single person who really understands art. Not one.
Who says I don't understand art?
You understand my work? All right. Tell me what you think of this painting behind me.
The hard lines in this painting are really provocative.
You think so, huh?
Oh, yes, the hard lines against a soft world.
Really? Excuse me.
So, Claude,
What do you think of this painting here?
this painting is very atmospheric.
Candles and wine are atmospheric. Excuse me.
Claude, we really need to talk about...
What do you think of this painting here?
Why is one side so colorful and the other so dark?
Well, look at it. The darkness is eating away the color, overwhelming it.
That's a bit bleak.
It's a bleak world. Excuse me.
Listen, Claude.
Tell you what, let's start over. Tell me what you think of this painting behind me.
The hard lines in this painting...
You think...
Oh, yes.
Really? Excuse...
So, Claude,
What do you think?
does this painting represent darkness and shadow?
It could. Is that what it feels like to you?
Sure.
Then it does. Excuse me.
Claude, we
What do you think?
Why is one...
Well, look...
That's a...
Can I be...
Forward?
It's been a great pleasure talking to you.
Really?
Yes. Very refreshing. You seem to have a greater understanding of art than most of the rabble here.
Ура!
I do?
Listen, Rosangela, was it?
Oh, call me Rosa.
Rosa, I'm suffocating in here. I need a breath of fresh air. Come meet me out on the fire escape. We can talk more in private.
Hey, way to go.
Claude, where are you going?
Just some fresh air, Joes. I'll be back. No worries.
We need to talk about the Countess.
Yes. She's so sad and angry. I wonder why.
How do you know her?
I see her in my dreams. She's looking for me. She hasn't found
Вот
me,
это хреново.
but I'm hoping my painting will help.
You want her to find you.
Yes. She's trapped and looking to escape. She needs me to help her. She's chosen me.
Oh, I get it. He's the chosen one.
Свернуть им.
Why don't we ever meet anyone sane?
Why is she sad?
She's looking for something she lost.
Yeah, her mind.
It consumes her every thought.
Why is she so angry?
I don't know. I wish I did. I think she's being forced against her will. Being turned into something she shouldn't be.
Like what?
I don't know.
Why did she choose you?
Because of my work. She's
No.
dead, I think. But she will live through my work.
Artists. Nuts. All of them.
Claude, the Countess is dangerous.
Dangerous? No. She's lost and angry, but not dangerous.
I've met her. She's killed many times.
You? Why would she seek you? You're not an artist.
No, but I've still seen her. She's powerful. Power you don't want to mess with.
I just want to help her.
Hey, pal, helping ghosts is our turf.
Just be careful, okay?
Careful. Just who are you? How do you know so much about my dreams?
Well, I know things.
No things. Like what?
That you're messing with stuff you don't understand.
And you do?
Well, I'm working on it.
All right. Teach me. I need to know.
Don't look at me, kid.
There's something about it. I shouldn't tell you, but you're in danger.
What is it?
О,
No! No! No, you didn't. Claude!
а тут было хреново.
Suicide.
Well, what else would they think? He was drunk and erratic and known to be temperamental. Just be thankful they didn't accuse you of killing him.
Yeah, lucky. She killed him, Joey, right in front of me.
Us, kid. Us. I was there too.
He was opening up to me. I could have warned him. I could have helped him.
Не
It
могла.
happened too fast. There wasn't anything either of us could do.
It's not right.
Newsflash,
Тут я
kid,
не
the world's a
спорю.
rotten place.
It doesn't have to be. We have to stop her, Joey. She can't kill anybody else.
Look, darling, your aunt met that witch and barely survived. And no offense, doll, she had a stiffer spine than you.
Maybe. But she didn't finish the job, did she?
Not exactly, no.
Then I have to finish what she started. Good night, Joey.
I'm proud of you, Rosangela. You are proving to be much stronger than your guide suspects.
He thinks I'm stupid.
Be wary of him. Follow your heart.
Who are you?
Sleep. Tomorrow you have a challenge to meet, and you must be fresh. You won't remember me, but we will meet soon.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk.
Uh-huh.
Not right now. That's all for now.
Sure.
You ready to go?
Yeah, let's blow this popsicle stand.
Hi, Josie.
Rosangela, gosh, what a horrible night.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Poor Claude, I had no idea what the show was doing to him.
What do you mean?
Well, he killed himself, didn't he? Oh, he grumbled a lot, but I thought deep down he liked the attention. Still, at least his work shall live on.
Воистину.
You're keeping the gallery open?
Of course. Everything here is completely sold out.
Really?
That painting behind you? Yesterday, I couldn't give it away. Today, I'm being offered $5,000 for it.
That's horrible.
That's business, I'm afraid. I feel bad for Claude, but, well, I have debts. I have investors to pay back.
Lucky for you, he died.
That's not fair. I've known Claude for years. I liked him a lot. He never felt his work would be seen by anybody, and now people believe his work has value. That's something, isn't it?
If you think so. What will you do with the money?
Well, a percentage of it will go to my investors. As for the rest, I don't know. I could sponsor another artist like Claude, or I could give it to charity. I'll need to think about it.
Can I ask you some more?
I don't think so. I'm meeting with the buyers today.
Bye, Josie.
Okay.
Good luck with, well, everything.
Sure, bye.
Come in. Oh.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
Sorry, no.
Anything else you can tell me about?
Any deal between Meltzer and CubeStar is private information. If you want to learn more about them, look them up. They're on the internet.
Thanks for the chat, Monique.
Sure.
Так, может, теперь на маяк меня пустят? О,
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Rotten day to be out, huh?
I've seen worse.
Nice mug.
Uh-huh.
What's written on it?
Mind your own business.
Could I ask you a couple of questions?
And who are you, may I ask?
Rosangela Blackwell. Nice to meet you.
Why do you want to talk to me?
I'm curious about the lighthouse.
What makes you think I know anything?
I'm wondering if anything unusual happened here.
Unusual like what?
Just anything unusual.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Nice mug.
Uh-huh.
What's written?
Mind your...
What brings you out?
None of your business.
none of my
See you
business.
around.
Uh-huh.
The mug has a company logo on it. It says Gold Tech? No idea what that is.
Ну, давай посмотрим, что за Gold Tech. Проводил там много. Так, продолжаются поиски убийцы Джона Голдвотера, чье тело было найдено рядом с маяком Рузвельт-Айленда в начале прошлой недели. Голдволтер был главным научным сотрудником в Голдтех, местном медицинском исследовательском центре. Жил в живых остался его отец Марти Голдвотер, который часто можно видеть на месте преступления. Так, мы, по крайней мере, знаем, кто там у нас сшивается.
Come on, let's get going.
Hold your horses, will you? I'm coming.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Marty Goldwater?
Yeah, who are you?
Rosangela Blackwell.
What do you want?
Your son. I heard what happened.
You knew my boy?
No, but I'm looking into it.
You with the police?
No, but I'm sort of freelance.
Well, you can't do any worse than those worthless cops have. So sure, be whatever you want.
How exactly was he killed? The newspaper didn't say.
His neck was crushed. They said he was choked.
М.
But there were no bruises on his neck. I never heard of anything like it.
Crushed.
Yeah,
Здравствуй,
Do you have any
Countess.
theories of your own?
of course I do. It was his rival company that did it. Lazarus Technology. They did it, but I can't prove it.
Have you ever heard of the Meltzer Foundation?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever heard of Joseph Mitchell?
Didn't he used to write for the New Yorker?
Yes.
I think I've read some of his work, but it's so long ago I can't remember.
Have you ever heard of a man named Joe?
Ага.
You mean Professor Siegel?
You've heard of him.
Sure I did. Back in the day, you'd always see him wandering the West Village. Must have been, 50 years ago. I was a young man then. He called himself Professor Siegel. If you gave him $1, he'd recite poetry in Seagull language.
For real.
Who knows? It was a laugh. New York was full of people like that in those days. Times sure have changed.
Have you ever been to the Park Gallery?
No, I haven't.
Do you know Monique Stallman?
No.
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
The dead actor? Who isn't familiar with him these days? I saw the movie. Don't know what all the fuss was about.
Have you ever been to a bar downtown called the Minetta?
The Minetta? Is that place still around? Oh, I haven't been there for years.
So you know it.
I used to go there years ago.
Why do you think this other company is involved?
Look, my boy was a genius. He ran a medical technology firm not far from here as one of their chief researchers. He was making a device that can improve the efficiency of pacemakers. A real breakthrough, he said. But this other firm, Lazarus, was working on the same thing. It was a real race to see who'd finish it first. He didn't eat, he hardly slept, he poured his life into his work. Then one night he called me to say he had finished. He wanted to celebrate. That was the last time I talked to him.
He was killed that night?
Yes, and a few days later the device was registered by Lazarus. No justice, none at all.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
Давайте поглядим, что за Lazarus Technology.
Here we go. Lazarus Technology.
Окей, у них только телефон. Окей.
Thank you for calling Lazarus Technologies. Please choose from the following options. For general information about Lazarus Technologies, press 1. To inquire about our products, press 2. To speak to an operator, press 3. If you would like to request a product catalog, please speak to a customer representative. Lazarus Technologies is the world's leader in biomedical and biomechanical engineering. We supply research and development to hospitals and clinics throughout the world. Lazarus Technologies is supported by a generous grant from the Meltzer Foundation.
Опять эти
You
Мелзер.
have reached the general office mailbox.
I'm ready if you are.
Hold your horse.
Yes,
Hi, me again.
go right in.
I heard you were at the gallery last night.
Yes,
And you saw what happened?
yes.
Wow. Just wow. What would possess a guy to do a thing like that, huh?
I don't know.
Well, enough doom and gloom. What can I help you with?
It looks like the Park Gallery is going to be successful now.
Yes, Josie certainly has had her work cut out for her.
Да
So
вообще.
do you. Her profits are your profits.
Yes, there is that.
And all it cost was one man's death.
Now that's unfair. What do you expect us to do? Give back the money? We're a private foundation. Money has to come in order for money to go out.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
No, sorry.
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes, that was one of our first success stories.
I heard that your
Oh,
I learned something interesting about Lazarus Technologies. It rose to success on the shoulders of a murdered man.
that's a strong thing to say.
It's true. His company was an inch away from beating Lazarus, but then he was killed.
Even if this is true.
It is true. You can look it up.
Even still, I don't see how this is our fault.
2 men
Очень
dead?
интересно.
That doesn't sound fishy to you.
Should it? What kind of men do you take us for? I have sympathy for that artist, but he was obviously unstable. And as for this John Goldwater person, I have never heard of him. You'll need more evidence than that if you want to convince me of anything.
2 people have died.
Yes, so you said.
That doesn't bother you.
Neither of
Не
those men
волнует.
have anything to do with us. If you're looking for a conspiracy, you're looking in the wrong place.
Well, thanks for talking to me. I might be back later.
Sure thing, drop on by anytime. Oh yeah, she likes you.
What are you talking about?
Why do you think she keeps coming here?
Give it a rest, Paul.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna snoop around.
Hey, when are we going to get a real...
What's wrong with the one we...
Oh, come on.
It does the job.
At least we have a...
I've got no idea what this thing is.
Again, this wireless internet is really up and down today.
It'll come up again in a minute.
Finally, the internet's back up. What's that B-mail password again?
You're impossible. It's tennis53.
Thanks, Emil. Hey, Charlie, is this wireless internet...
Of course,
I just...
it won't.
Then maybe you should sit next to it.
Give it a rest, Paul.
I can't stand this B-mail account.
What's the...
I'm getting...
Just...
Doesn't it bother you that anybody...
Only if... Just don't...
What the heck is that? Probably one of those computer things Red's always playing with.
Hey, when are we going to get a...
What's wrong with... It does...
What the heck is that? Probably... I've got...
And the...
It'll come up again in a...
Finally, the Hey,
Yeah, the password's tennis53.
hey,
It won't...
Then
Give it a rest. What's the problem?
I'm getting all sorts of...
Just delete...
Don't know what I could do with it. These things.
Doesn't it bother you that anybody would...
Only if they just don't...
Бимейл.
Go right in.
Hi, Paul.
Hi,
Have you ever heard of...
oh, yes, that was...
Have you ever heard of...
That name sounds familiar.
He was a reporter for the New Yorker magazine.
Hey, that's it. Charlie used to work there. Hey, Charlie, did you know Joseph Mitchell?
Everyone knew him, Paul. He was a living legend.
A living legend. How about that?
Have you ever... Your foundation is pretty generous.
Well, we don't give money to just anybody. Charlie over there is in charge of separating the wheat from the chaff. When someone comes to us with their handout, Charlie does his research and makes sure that they are worth the risk. You wouldn't believe some of the bums we get in here.
Anything else you can tell?
I've given you the basic...
Have you ever heard of... Have you ever... Do you know...
Of course. Can you...
Monique...
Monique, oh...
Yes.
She's doing a great job. That place is earning money hand over fist.
Why weren't you at the opening line?
Oh, it would just be in the way, you know? Art's not really our thing. But Josie knows what she's doing.
Monique told me that you invested in CubeStar Films.
Monique, oh yes, she's the executive producer, isn't she?
Yes.
She's doing a great job. That place is earning...
CubeStar Films became successful after Frank Lyons died.
Did they? I suppose they did.
That benefits you too, doesn't it?
Oh, I see where this is going.
Let me break it down for you, Paul. Frank Lyons dies, and CubeStar Films becomes successful overnight. Claude Erdin commits suicide, and now the Park Gallery is selling priceless works of art. John Goldwater dies, and Lazarus Technologies becomes rich and powerful. All these companies are represented by you. Don't you see how this looks?
This is a total coincidence. I'm sure of it.
Is it?
It is. And I'll tell you another thing. I don't like these accusations.
Uh-huh.
I think you should leave.
I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe you will, but it has nothing to do with us. Now go, before I call the police.
Come on, let's blow and let him stew for a while.
Yeesh.
She's crazy.
Crazy with teeth. You gotta watch out for women like that, Scooter.
Scooter, you haven't called me that since we were kids.
Really? Maybe I should start calling you that again.
Whatever.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna... He's so engrossed in his book, he didn't even notice. Must be losing my touch.
You think we should call the police on her?
Why do you want to do that, Scooter?
In case she starts nosing around again.
If she noses around again, we'll call the police then, not before. Hey, Hey, Charlie, did you turn on the AC?
No, not me.
Hey, Scooter, do you have last week's earnings reports?
I gave them to you an hour ago.
You did? Ah, right. Thanks, Scooter.
What am I supposed to do? Sing to it?
I've done some research on that rabbi who came in last week.
How's he look, Scooter?
I think we'll have to politely decline.
Ah, too bad.
Modern art job. I don't get it.
Hey, my internet just went down. Stupid wireless.
It should come up again in a minute.
Finally, the internet's back up. Hey, Charlie, what's that B-mail password again?
Don't you remember anything?
No way. Suit yourself.
Из-за пролагов я не услышал, что он говорил. Зато мы знаем его пароль. Надеюсь, это сработает. Работает.
Charles doesn't get a lot of emails, it seems. There's just a bunch of names in his inbox. Frank Lyons, John Goldwater, Claude Erden. Joey, look at this. It's like a hit list of everyone who was killed by the Countess.
So Charlie was writing about each of the victims. I knew there was something fishy about that place. Come on, let's go back there and talk to him.
What on earth do we say?
Think of something, kid. History is repeating itself, and I don't... What was that?
It looks like his inbox is being updated.
Опа!
My name. That's my name.
That son of a... Mess with us, Willie.
He just marked me. I'm next.
Look, don't worry. She might not come right away. We have time to plan.
You killed Claude. And the others.
I did not kill. I healed them.
Вылечил.
Can it? We've heard this song before. Just back away, real slow-like.
I only want to help.
I think we've had about enough of your help, lady. Back off, kid. I'm ready this time.
I have to help her. Just let me help her.
Oh, yeah? Help yourself to this.
Where is she? She isn't far. I can sense her.
You think I'm telling you?
Where?
Well, I know for sure she's not through that door behind you.
No place to go. I can't run away unless Joey comes with me, and Joey's the only thing holding her back. Come on, Rosa. Auntie did it 30 years ago, so can you. I wish you were here, Auntie. I really do.
That's far enough, sister.
Joey, leave it.
Leave it like hell.
Hey, look at this.
Who? That's... I wanted to help her.
And look where it got you. You think anyone appreciates your help?
No. No!
Обалдеть.
How did we end up here?
I have brought you here. You are safe now. I have saved you.
Saved me? What do you mean, saved me? What did you do? Joey, did she kill me? Am I dead?
I don't know. Lady, I suggest you start talking.
There's nothing to say. You are safe now, both of you.
My dear, you carry on so.
You. It's you. I've been looking for you for so long. Why did you leave me?
My poor host, you cast me out. You broke our bond. It's too late to repair it.
What? No, why would I do that?
Your mind is so broken that you do not remember. My, you are a mess. You don't even know your own name, Countess, indeed. Regardless, it is time for this to end.
End? Is there an end?
For you, there can be, if you let me.
I trust you, Madeline. I always will trust you.
Rosangela Blackwell, Joseph Malone, it is a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm sorry it had to be under such unpleasant circumstances.
Unpleasant is right. Who are you?
My name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was this poor soul's spirit guide. She corrupted our bond, and I'm afraid the damage to both of us was quite severe. Can you help us? Can you help us end this cycle of death?
Who are you?
As I said, my name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was a spirit guide to the woman you know as the Countess. We were bonded, much like you and your guide are, but much has changed, and time is short. Will you help us?
I know you.
I have been trying to reach you in your dreams. At long last, I am able to manifest myself here, but time is short. Will you help us?
We've got some questions first.
Yes, I'm sure you do, but time is short. Will you help us?
Yes, I'll help you. I don't have much choice. She's killed me.
Killed you? No, she left you quite unharmed. But regardless, there is no time to waste. Come with me. Now just relax.
Hey, what's the big idea? All right, you. Talk. Where are they?
The pattern. They're going to fix the pattern.
Talk sense, will ya?
The source. Cut off the source and the pattern will revert.
Why do I bother? Great. Trapped on another plane of existence with the Countess of Crazyville. They better know what they're doing.
Интересно.
Hey, what happened? How did you do that?
This is where the link originates.
Link?
The bond between your Countess and her hosts. Part of her is trapped here. You must remove it.
For the upteenth time, I have no money for your fund.
Show some pity. At least lend us a cigarette.
Ahem. I believe we got company.
Ah. Miss, could you perhaps spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould Fund?
Hello.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ferdinand Gould. I am graduate of Harvard magna cum
I
laude and chairman of the board of Wheel and Woe Incorporated. In exchange for a drink, I'll recite a poem, deliver a lecture, argue a point, or take off my shoes and imitate a seagull. I prefer gin, but beer will do.
I've been hearing a lot about you lately.
My reputation precedes me.
Ooh.
I saw your portrait in the Minetta.
The Minetta. Yes, I'm quite famous there, you know.
I gathered.
It's all thanks to Mitchell, of course. The Joe Gould Fund filled its coffers nicely when he wrote his article.
What are you doing here?
I don't quite know myself. We've all got to be someplace. As I understand it, I was mentally linked to my old friend, the Countess. I wish I'd known. It explains everything that my work was trying to prove.
Your work.
I have had many callings. I studied the seagulls of the world and learned their language. I spent months measuring the heads of 1,000 Chippewa Indians. But before I died, I was putting to paper the most important literary work known to man, the oral history of our time. was a compilation of the conversations of the city, overheard in bars, subways, street corners, and diners. Put together and studied properly, it would have revolutionized everything.
How would it have revolutionized everything?
We were all connected, every single one of us. But how? Think of the ramifications if we found out.
It sounds like quite an undertaking.
It was
Oh,
my
да.
life's work.
How did you know the Countess?
We met in a diner like this one. We'd often spend a week or two walking along the docks to discuss seagulls. She had many interesting theories on seagull linguistics. Then, one day, she disappeared.
Лингвистика
And a
чает.
link had already
Обалдеть.
formed between us. It's everything my oral history was trying to prove, that we were all linked.
The Countess is killing people.
Murder? No. No, I refuse to believe that. She couldn't hurt a fly.
Why is she called the Countess?
That's what she chooses to call herself. Far be it for me to tell her otherwise.
The name doesn't seem strange to you?
When you lived a life like mine, you take people at face value. Who cares about names? I once knew another fellow without a name. Called himself the Deacon.
The Deacon? You knew the Deacon.
Oh yes, he was this gloomy career drunk. One summer night while sitting in a doorway of the Bowery, he caught the scent of sulfur. He looked up and saw the devil himself standing over him. Since that night he believed he lost his soul. Not the most charitable drinking companion, if I may say so.
No, he wouldn't be.
You knew him?
Sort of.
Fancy that.
What's your connection to Joseph Mitchell?
Ah, Mitchell, my benefactor. He made me quite famous, you know. But my goodwill only extends so far.
Why's that?
A cigarette. He has them. He won't give me one. It's demeaning to have to beg for one measly cigarette.
You want a cigarette?
Yes, I want a cigarette. It's a disgrace that I should have to beg for one.
I'd like to read the oral history.
And I'd like you to, but I'm afraid it belongs to the ages now.
There was also the problem of it never existing in the first place.
Of course it existed, only not on paper. It was over 3 million words, 3 times the size of the Holy Bible. The work transcended mere parchment and ink.
What about those essays you published in the Dial?
A passing fancy, nothing more.
You wrote essays?
For the now defunct Dial magazine. I still have the originals. Do you want to see?
I'd like to see that essay.
Here you go.
It appears to be an essay about insanity, but the handwriting is so awful I can barely make it out. Just as well. I don't have time to read all this stuff. These papers are held to... I don't think he'll miss this.
Да, читать это действительно тяжело, хотя чего-то я могу разобрать. Будем надеяться, что это не важно.
Here you go.
Always glad to share.
Hello. You're Joseph Mitchell, aren't you?
I believe you have the better of me, Miss...
Blackwell. Rosangela Blackwell.
Blackwell, huh? I might have known.
You met my auntie.
Your auntie, yes. I do see a slight resemblance. I did warn her to leave well enough alone, but she was determined. Let's hope that you can do some good here.
What are you doing here?
We are echoes, leftovers, if you will. We were linked to the Countess when we were alive. When we died, part of ourselves got trapped here.
So you're not a ghost?
Not fully. I'm not sure what I am. I remember living, I remember dying, but I don't feel like Joseph Mitchell. All I know is that when I thought of death, eternity with Joe Gould was the last thing on my mind.
I studied some of your work in journalism school.
Now that's just foolish. I was a relic, even before I died. The city I wrote about has long since evolved and changed into something... But that's New York City, isn't it? Wouldn't be New York if it stayed the same year to year.
I'm sorry you had to stop writing.
So am I. But what else could I do? Let innocent people die? No, I don't regret the choice I made. Not for one moment.
Did you know Charles Meltzer?
Yes, I did. He worked at the New Yorker back in the late 70s. He would come into my office and ask about the old days, and I was happy to tell him. I knew he would never cut it as a reporter, but he had a very keen analytical mind. I almost forgot all about him, but it appeared a link formed between us nonetheless. When I died, my connection to the Countess passed on to him.
Charles Meltzer is using the Countess to kill people.
By accident?
No, on purpose. He sent her after me.
Now, that's a shame. I'm aware that through my actions I killed a few people, but I could forgive myself for it, since I was unaware of what I was doing. But many times I thought to myself, I have a weapon. It's untraceable. Nobody knows about it. I could use it, but I did not. I was tempted, but I did not. Not once. You have to stop Charles. Break this link. Destroy this place. No more innocents should have to die.
How do I break this link?
I wish I knew. I'm afraid all this is a bit beyond me.
Why did you write about Joe Gould?
He's a fascinating man. Intolerable company, but fascinating. He exemplified everything about New York at the time. Its artistic expression, its frustration, its joy and heartbreak. His oral history, or the idea of it, energized the work of dozens of writers and intellectuals. But the more I got to know him, the less I wanted to be around him.
Did you ever read Joe Gould's oral history?
That, it never existed. Or if it did, Mr. Gould never shared it with anyone.
You know why I never wrote it down. People would have died.
You didn't stop telling people you were writing it, did you?
What could I say? The truth? They would have chucked me in a loony bin.
What is your connection to the Countess?
I don't know. I never met the woman. Joe Gould was the one who knew her. He had a special bond with her, apparently. But somehow, he passed it on to me when he died. Next thing I knew, I was murdering people by writing about them. There was no choice. I had to stop writing.
I studied some of your...
Now I was the city, but that's...
Why don't you give him a cigarette?
When you give that man a cigarette or a drink, he likes to talk. And the only subject Joe Gould likes to talk about, at length, is Joe Gould. And the only person for him to talk to is me. So, I do not give him a cigarette.
Would you give him a cigarette if I spoke to him for you?
I might. If you can get him away from me, I might. But we can't leave this diner, and the door to that kitchen is locked.
Can't you just float through the wall?
Believe me, I've tried that. It doesn't work. Not here.
Thanks for talking, Mr. Mitchell. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Miss Blackwell.
Looks like the door to the kitchen. I'm a long way from home.
Hey.
There are no hands on that clock. I guess that's supposed to be symbolic. Locked.
Да что ты говоришь?
Easy.
Easy.
What's that noise? There's nothing in here. That's weird. There's a strange glow coming from inside. Hello? Is someone in there?
She comes, she comes.
Who are you?
Part of a whole. Left behind. Safe here. Leave me.
Are you the Countess?
Countess, one of my names. Yes. I no longer live, but part of me remains. Leave me.
I need to take you out of here.
No. Safe here. Warm here. I stay in warm places. Too cold out there.
My hand goes right through it.
No. Too cold. I will survive here and save fire. Leave me.
Well, see ya. I'm talking to an oven.
A sound idea. I'm sure it made more sense than most people I know. So this is the kitchen. Such a bare and emotionless place. Not even a bottle of ketchup.
Зачем тебе кетчуп?
There's nothing in here. A paperclip won't be much use there. There's a strange glow coming. Mr. Gould.
She returned. Say, can you...
I'm a...
Fair enough.
Does something about that oven look strange to you?
Nothing about my life has ever made sense. Why should an oven be any different?
I'd like to see that essay.
Here you go.
Не могу я скрипку? Ну ладно.
Mr.
She would say,
I'm a...
Fair enough.
You want a cigarette?
Yes, I want a cigarette. It's a disgrace that I should have to beg for one.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure. Things to do.
Дай сигарету.
Mr. Mitchell,
Yes,
Gould has left the room.
I see. Thank you for that.
Have you reconsidered giving him a cigarette?
I suppose I have been a little hard on the man. Here, I don't smoke anymore anyway. Give him the whole pack.
The oven in the kitchen is talking.
Is it now?
This doesn't surprise you.
Miss, look where we are. I stopped being surprised ages ago.
Thanks for talking, Mr. Mitchell. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Miss Black.
Так, по идее, нормально должно сейчас все работать. Меня просто отвлекли. Мне пришлось выключить микрофон. Так, ну вроде нормально работает. Так. Ты хотел покурить? На, покури.
Joseph Mitchell wanted you to have this.
Ah, nice contribution to the Joe Gould Fund.
Mr. Gould,
She returns. Say, can
I'm
fair?
liking your cigarette?
It's delightful. Here, feel free to join me.
Thanks, but I don't smoke.
You might as well keep it. When a man is rich, he can afford to be generous.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure.
И, кстати говоря, теплое место.
Is this warm enough?
Warm. Safety. The flame will carry me. Thank you.
That sounds ominous.
Опа. И куда ты делся? А куда делся твой коллега?
I can't explain it, but I have the feeling that my time in this place is ending.
I'm breaking the link. It'll all be over soon.
Over. Yes. I can't say that I ever understood any of this, but I do know one thing. Gould was right. We are connected. Every single person on the planet. It's a pattern so complex that we can't even begin to understand it. So don't try to understand it. Gould tried, and he lived a miserable life. Just live, and be happy in living. Anyhow, you best get gone. You got a job to finish.
This place is starting to fade.
That's good, right? Once this place is gone, the link is gone too. The killing will stop.
This means something to you, the killing.
She killed someone right in front of me. I want to stop that from happening again.
Imagine that. Genuine heart. Your predecessor was not graced with such compassion.
Predecessor? Do you mean Lauren? My Auntie Lauren?
We should not stay here. This place will soon cease to be. Come.
It's broken! The bond is broken! I'm free!
Way to go, Red.
My head. I understand everything.
Everything?
I hurt people.
Yes, that was you. But look, whatever happened, it's done. You can't do anything about it now. It's time for you to move on.
No, this should not have happened. He will not kill again.
Hey! It's about time you got back here. What did you guys do?
I did it, Joey. I broke the bond.
Yeah, you broke it all right, and our friend just blew.
She did not enter the white light?
No.
Oh, that is a problem. She has free will and is loose in the world. With the power she has, who knows what damage she can cause.
Great, just great. I don't know who you are, lady, and I don't care. But just leave the spook work to us, okay?
I have little choice in the matter. I am bound to this plane. What happens next is up to you.
Wait!
Ну вот, свалила.
Let's get out of here.
Whoa, little dizzy.
Careful, kid. You've never been under for that long.
At least I'm alive.
Yeah, everything's peachy. There's a killer ghost on the loose, and it's our fault.
But we broke the link. She doesn't have to kill anymore.
You want to tell her that?
Who would she want to kill anyway?
I think she's going to kill Charlie Meltzer.
Oh, him. The guy who wants me dead.
Yeah, ironic as all get out. We'll sort it out later. Let's get going.
Ну, пойдем.
Let's go.
Yeah, sure. The door's open. This can't be good.
Oh no. We're too late.
You stay back.
Paul, what happened?
Charles, he... Something took him. I've never seen anything like it.
What happened?
The roof. She took him to the roof.
Let's go. There was a stairway down the hall.
Did Charles really kill people?
Yes. I'm sorry.
I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know.
Еще скажи, что не подозревал.
Give me one reason why I should spare you.
Please, please, I'm not a killer. I had no idea you were real.
I am as real as death.
I thought it was just wishful thinking.
And just what are you wishing for now, false guide?
Hey!
Don't interfere. For over 50 years I've been a slave to false guides, but none have been more corrupt and pitiful than this one.
Haven't you killed enough?
I was just a tool. This man is the hand that wielded it. He used it against you. You want to spare his life? I have killed countless innocents and my hands are stained with their blood. If I must kill, let it be one who deserves it. False guide, it is time to reap what you sowed.
No, please.
think I found something of yours.
What? What is that?
It's a part of you, isn't it?
It was torn from me so long ago.
Here, take it.
I cannot. I am not the same person I once was.
Hey, we've all changed, and sometimes we just have to accept it.
Saver.
Now, why don't you take a hold of this and we can finish it?
You are the most guilty of all.
What?
What?
You know what you did.
Hey, get off! What are you talking about?
My death.
That was self-defense.
You must be held accountable.
Now you've done it. You might have had it bad before, but now you're on my turf.
Something is different about you. You're wrong. Everything about you was wrong.
You don't know the half of it.
I don't think he'd want that. I can't touch her. Think, Rosa, think. There's gotta be something you can do.
Да, дура ты склеросовая. Чем ты куда далеко идешь?
Gotcha. Joey, not working.
Of course it's not. She's too strong for you. What do you think you're doing?
Trying to save your butt.
Get away from her. No, that's not what I meant to happen. Wake up, Red. Damn it, wake up.
This place. The light. I remember.
Just head towards it.
I went through once, and I was dragged back. It hurt. It hurt so much.
The link brought you back, but it's gone now. You understand? You're free. You don't have to hurt anyone anymore.
My mind is so broken. But here, everything is so clear. That man, Meltzer, he lives?
Yes, we stopped you before you could kill him.
Is that justice? I wonder. He is a murderer. He will find ways to kill again. But you are right. It is no longer my concern.
What do you mean?
Live your life. Help the lost spirits of the world. Let nothing deter you. This work is more important than you will ever know. Goodbye, and good luck.
Wake up, will ya? Wake up! I'm not spending 20 years over another hospital bed. I'm not. Get up or I'll kill you, you hear? Thank God. You okay?
Fine. She's gone.
Gone? You sure?
Yeah.
Очень
she went
вовремя.
through the light. She's gone.
Good. Then I just got one question for you. What the hell were you thinking? I thought you were... Never mind what I thought. That was really stupid.
Yeah, stupid. I only saved your life.
I don't have a life to save. You only risked your own.
Joey, I'm soaking wet. And Charles needs an ambulance. If I'm getting a lecture, I'll listen to it at home.
This isn't over. No, this is crazy.
It's the only way.
Why change what isn't broken?
But it is. We can't keep blundering around like we have.
We stopped a killer ghost today. I wouldn't call that blundering.
It was pure luck. We just happened to run into her while doing something else.
So?
So think of what we could accomplish if people knew about us. People should seek us out, not the other way around.
What do you want to do? Put up a billboard in Times Square?
Ну, почти.
No. We've got a special place nowadays. A place where you can talk about all sorts of crazy things and it's accepted as normal.
What's that?
The internet.
What, that computer box? No way.
Look, I've trusted you so far, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Then trust me. Just this once.
If we end up in a padded room, I'm going to make your life a living hell. You know that.
Sure. Come on, pull up a chair. I'll show you what I have in mind.
И еще пара ачивок. Так, господа, эту игру мы с вами закончили. В этой серии еще есть 2 игры. Их, в общем-то, обязательно я пройду. Но вопрос в том, стоит ли сейчас пытаться начать стрим. Или сейчас наш уважаемый... Ага. Зик пишет, что он в 17. Это хорошо. Так, давайте мы с вами быстренько решим. Мы с вами начинаем 4-ю часть этой серии. Или мы с вами поиграем, в одну немножко наркоманскую игру. Ноубодис? А давай попробуем ноубодис. Так, давайте я пока поставлю тогда на паузу. Включу вам музычку. Тут, оказывается, сцена после титров есть. Я не знаю, она у вас нормально показывается?